Okay, good morning you guys. I hope you had a good weekend. Today we're going to learn about verbs, a special kind of verb. But before we start, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go over the class rules because it's really important you guys remember the class rules. Okay, I'm going to say them out and I want you to say them with me, okay? Because it's really important you remember them. Okay, let's remember our class rules. Listen to others.
Listen to others.
Good. Who are others?
Other students.
Hands up please before you speak.
Other people.
Other people, that's right. So that people can be other students and other teachers as well. So when it's their turn to speak, it's really important you guys listen up, okay? And when it's your turn to speak, everyone else, you need to be listening to them. Okay. Number 2, be kind to others.
Be kind to others.
Cool. So I don't want you to see you guys, I don't want you throwing things, running around, being noisy, or annoying other people. I want you guys to be your best behavior, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Number 3, put your hand up to speak.
Put your hand up to speak.
Good. So what happens if we don't do that? If you don't put your hand up to speak? It'll be a big mess if we don't put our hands up. So when you want to ask a question, I want you guys to do this, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Speak in English.
Speak in English.
Okay, good. This is an English classroom, so when you're in here, I need you guys to practice it. Okay, like you can speak in Chinese outside to your friends and family, that's fine. But here, I really need you guys to practice your English, okay? I know you can do it. And number 5, bring your books.
Bring your books.
What happens if we don't have our books?
Cannot study.
We cannot study. That's right. So if you guys don't bring your books, I'm going to be talking to your homeroom teacher or your parents. Okay? So please remember to bring your books all the time. Don't leave it in your lockers outside. Don't leave them at home. Bring them to school because you need them. Okay?
Okay.
Good job, guys. Okay. So now we're going to go back to what we learned last week. And that is verbs. What is a verb, you guys? Can you remember?
It's like an action.
It's like an action, that's right. A verb is an action. It tells us that an action is happening somewhere in a sentence. What does a verb do in a sentence? What is the function of a verb? Yeah?
It's like an action happening.
That's right. It tells us that an action, it tells us how an action is happening. So right now, if I am walking, is walking an action?
Yes.
Yes. And now I'm running. Is that an action too?
Yes.
But they are different, right? So we use a different word for a different action. Good, I'm glad you remember that. Thank you. And more important, what are some verbs you can remember from last week? Hey guys, so today we are going to be looking at 2 different kinds of verbs, okay? One of them is called a being verb, and the other one is called a linking verb, okay? So they're a little bit different to normal verbs. So we're going to start off looking at the being verb, okay? A being verb tells us concrete information, which means it tells us exactly about something, about the way that it is, not about the things it does, about the way that it is. So an example here, the cat is happy. Can you say that with me?
The cat is happy.
Okay. So the word is the being verb here. It tells us exactly what the cat is, and in this case it is happy. Okay? And now let's have a look at the linking verb. So let's read this next sentence here. The cat looks happy.
The cat looks happy.
Good. So looks and is are the 2 examples of the 2 different verbs. The cat looks happy. So we are talking about something that we can see, right?
Yes.
The cat looks happy. Do we know if it's really happy inside?
No.
No.
No, we don't, do we? So that's one thing you need to be careful of with linking verbs. Sometimes the information is not 100% right. So the cat looks happy doesn't mean that it is happy. The cake looks tasty, but does that mean it really is tasty?
No.
Maybe not, we don't know. So sometimes they can mislead us a little bit. But when we go back to the being verb, the cat is happy, the cake is delicious. That is 100% accurate information. Okay? Over here, I know it's a little bit small, but actually it's a bit bigger. Are some examples of the different linking verbs and being verbs. So up the top here, we've got is, are, am, was, were. So any word that comes from be, can you guys say that? Be.
Be.
There are lots of words that come from the word be. Almost all of them can be used as a being verb, as the name suggests. So let's look at a couple of examples. The man would be sad. I might be happy. They were running. Okay? The cat is happy. The dog is brown. The man has been tired. Okay? So these words can all be used as being verbs. But down here, these two boxes, we've got the 5 senses. So feel, look, smell, sound, and taste. All words relating to those ones can be used as linking verbs. And then we've got other ones that we use our judgment for. The boy is acting strangely. It appears right. It seems good. So those words we use our judgment to see what something is like. Okay? Just like this one here, the cat looks happy. It's our judgment. It looks happy. He might say, that cat looks sad. That's not right. So it's about what we think. Okay? Do you guys have any questions?
No.
Okay, good. Guys, we're going to look at linking verbs now. I want you to describe this girl with linking verbs. Okay?
She looks good.
She looks good. She does. I think I agree.
She smells bad.
She smells bad. Yes, she smells very bad. Good job. Another one. Let's try using these ones now. I wonder if you guys can describe her.
She seems happy.
She seems happy. She does seem happy. Good job.
She appears clean.
She appears clean. Yep, she doesn't look like a dirty person, so I think I agree with that one too. I'm so impressed with your words. You guys are really looking at these words and using them in sentences. It's really great to see that. Let's try it with a different picture. Can anyone have a go at describing this girl?
She hates ice cream.
She hates ice cream. The sentence is right, but it doesn't really use a linking verb or a being verb. Okay, guys. So let's have a go at describing her using being verbs. Yep.
She is in pain.
She is in pain. Next one.
She's unhappy.
She is unhappy. Good. Now let's try it using a linking verb. Yeah.
She looks unhappy.
She looks unhappy. Yeah.
She seems upset.
She seems very upset. I think she is upset because of the ice cream. I like ice cream, but she doesn't, I guess. So guys, I've got a list of words here. Is, maybe, smells, was, seems. Can you read them with me? Looks,
Looks.
feels,
Feels.
acts,
Acts.
turns,
Turns.
were,
Were.
are,
Sound.
sound,
Sound.
get,
Get.
stay,
Stay.
taste.
Taste.
So those are a mix of being verbs and linking verbs, okay? So I want you guys to try and sort them out for me. So what I want you to do is to underline the being verbs and then circle the linking verbs, okay? So you guys can work in a team and I want you guys to do that, okay? I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. Okay guys, let's have a look at your work. How did we go? Is correct, maybe, yes, smells, good job, was, seems, looks, feels, acts, yes, turns. Is turn something that we can see or feel? Yes, it is. So that one should have had a circle on it. Still close. Were, yes. Are, sound, yep. Get, yes. Stay and taste. All correct, except for that one little mistake there, but that's only one mistake. You guys have got most of them right, and I really like the way you guys work together as a team. So, well done, thank you. Okay guys, I'm going to ask you to fill out page number 69 in your textbooks. Alright, it's just like what we did before. It's asking you to underline the being verbs and circle the linking verbs, okay? So I want you each to go to your textbooks and I want you to fill those out, okay? While you do that, I'm going to go around the room, I'm going to help everyone else. Okay? Off you go. Now, take out your writing books. And what I want you guys to do is to each write out 6 sentences. Can be about anything if you like. Could be about something at home. It could be about something that's really, really crazy or silly. Okay, it doesn't really matter. But I just want you guys to write 3 sentences that are using being verbs and 3 sentences that are using linking verbs, okay? So I'm going to be looking for the craziest sentences around the classroom. Think you guys can make a crazy sentence for me?
Yes.
Awesome. Alright? I'll be checking for correct grammar, okay? So some of you need to remember to use your correct grammar and spelling. I'm going to be checking for spelling too. So make sure you get that one right, okay? I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to do it. Thank you for your work, guys. I can see this one is really, really good. Oh, I'm not sure if that one's appropriate for school. This one, correct? Okay, now this one here, is that a linking verb or is that a being verb?
Linking verb.
Linking verb? That one's not. Remember, all the ones that are from be are always a linking verb. A being verb, sorry. All the ones from be are a being verb. So that one there is not correct, I'm sorry. This one, excellent. Great. Okay, this one here, you've got a spelling mistake there, but except for that one little mistake, this sentence is absolutely fantastic. Okay guys, thank you very much for your hard work this lesson. You guys have really been thinking hard about using these different verbs, okay? And I think that most of you have got a really good idea now of the difference between a being verb and a linking verb. I saw you guys using both of them correctly in sentences. And usually when I asked you, you were able to tell me the difference between a being verb and a linking verb. So that is absolutely fantastic. So here is your homework. I'll expect that to be finished by next Monday, okay? Good. And next lesson, we're going to be looking at these more. And we're also going to be looking at a verb called a helping verb. So they will kind of help us to make more complex sentences. with linking verbs and being verbs as well. So next lesson, I hope you can remember these and use it to complete your homework. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.